Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back to Tropico 6 to the year 1990 on hard mode. We are still alive and well, thriving. So far 1,400 people, a support rating of 55%. Oh no, electronics is now trending down. That means the price is not going to be that profitable anymore. But for now we are still going to make some juice out of it. A thunderstorm is happening as well. We can see this. Thank you, Penultimo. And we need to purchase lightning rods for extra endurance, or science conduct reckless experiments. Let's purchase the lightning rods. That's another 60,000 we just paid there. But at least there's not going to be any damage to my buildings. And also we have managed another major milestone, and that is my first casino is making profit, right? So this one here has $70. So it's not paying anymore. We're not paying for it anymore. The income lifetime is still pretty high, low there, right, as we can see. But look at that. Last month, $500 have been accumulated with that. And the first few people are in. Is it tourists primarily? Yeah, it is primarily tourists. I have not checked this one. So Tropicans, they don't like to go to the casino that much yet. We probably need to make some campaigns for the casino, some advertisement there. Alright, we continue onwards as well with our industry sector. There's always something to do at this point. Now, my coconut airstrip, as we can see, is full as always. There's also lots of electronics in. I want to check first. Electronics, oh yeah, we have a good volume that is going out there already. The chocolate is also going out, so this is going to be finished soon with the Russians. With the EU, we have the cars that is still running. Coffee apparel is also there. Plastics, canned goods. Is there anything that we don't export yet? And that is, cigars, right? So I think cigars will be something. And also, please be there, weapons, something like that. Nope, no weapons yet, but pharmaceuticals. And I think, pharmaceuticals is something we actually produce now. And I think it's the only trade route for pharmaceuticals with the Middle East. 30% increase in price. Let's go with a medium trade route for now. Just so that we make a minor profit out of it. Alright, we have another problem. What I can see here is there's plastic missing in the electronics factory, both of them. And the plastics plant has 2,800 plastics in. That means only one thing, a transportation problem we have right now. And for that, let's go ahead and build us another Teamster office. I'm always eager to build me these because, it's just jobs really. And they're very cheap as well. At this point, I'm just very happy with the quick building mode, as long as we can afford it, of course. The latest freighter was 170,000. We're getting closer to the first 200,000 export. But for that, we do need more trucks on the streets of Tropico as they're doing their business. We need more transportation here for sure, because it really seems like we have a lack here. There's also corn missing in some of my animal plantations or animal farms, so I might need to build me a few more corn. Come on, this should really be possible here. It's not. Let's move that fast food joint there a bit away so that we can build a road here. This is absolutely insane. I hate that road system. Let's build it like this. That is working. And then I'm just going to squeeze in some more hydroponic plantations for corn, because this is really what we need. One, and a second one like this. Perfect. So we can really squeeze in every last bit of it. And the fast food joint, let's get this back into its original position right next to the metro station that we have there. Now there's another industry I would like to get cracking on. That's the battery plant. We will need this for drones later on, and it's also quite valuable. And as you can see, it needs nickel and aluminium. Both of them we should have now on the island. So there we have our aluminium production, right? Is everything here upgraded? Yes. And 142% it is efficiency. And then we also have the nickel, of course, 2 times. So there is one of them producing me the nickel that we need. Let's go ahead, and I think with that we really could get cracking on a battery plant, right? It's a pretty big building. Let's just see. Might actually squeeze it in here. Or we are having it closer to my electronics factory. It will also be nicely in this area, but then we would hide the lake there, kind of. I don't care for now. Let's actually have the battery plant there. Yeah, there's still stuff lying around, so the furniture factory is not working because planks are missing, yet my lumber mills are full of planks. So, there's the truck now coming, right? Getting the planks out. It's a bit late for that, so, alright, let's build another one. Another Teamster office. Just see. This is not possible. Here by the airport we can have this one. By the way, unemployment rate 37 only now. Very good. Actually means that I will soon have to integrate or open up immigration again. As we have closed borders right now, more or less. So there's only +1 coming in all the time. And while all of this is being built, we're just jamming to the tunes of the Tropicans. There's something that we can research that I like a lot, that is the speedway. So increases the speed of vehicles using roads by 15%. It does cost me $600 per month though. But let's go ahead and research this one. And also the mandatory waste sorting decreases the pollution of all residential buildings by 40% and increases the upkeep of them by 20%. It increases environmental standing by 10%. I'm happy with that. We should probably check it out first because I think we have a pretty bad pollution problem, right? There you go. Right, so all the houses here, wherever they are, it's turning yellow. I mean, it's not super bad. Right, it's not super bad as my docks, for example, where it's going into the reddish, and my coal power plants. But we could definitely make it better, and with that also increasing the quality of life for everyone. So this is an edict that I would definitely like to go with. Mandatory waste sorting, there you go. Recycling is our way of, and this introduces recycling to my Tropicans. Penultimo, you make sure that everyone has to follow. Issue the edict. And another thing that I want, there it is, my speedway costs me $600 per month, and it will increase the speed on the road by 15%. Does it also increase my pollution again? Doesn't say that. Would be interesting. But yeah, now thanks to that edict, the truck is as fast as the police car in action. There it is, another beautiful building, the battery plant. There's now all the people working that. Uneducated it is primarily. Cost me some power. And as we can see, oh yeah, lots of nickel and aluminum in. So the batteries will be pouring out here shortly.
The robot voting system guarantees the next election will be fair, honest, and in no way...
And since we're constantly out of banana and pineapple, the pineapples we're using for the cannery, right? So there's lots of pineapple in here, but we are not producing enough pineapple for both of them. So let's go ahead and get us some banana plantations out there. And of course here it is rather full now, is it? No, we can still get rid of the manure spreader. It doesn't serve a purpose anymore. And the parking garage, let's get this one perhaps a bit closer to residential zones, right? So we have, we have lots of parking garages at this point. There is still something that we can squeeze in here. That's close to, close to these people here. And next up, I would then like to have me some of these hydroponic plantations for... I don't think we have a single banana plantation in yet. So let's go ahead with that. And yeah, let's make it 2 times because pineapple we have. That's going to be a few more jobs for the high schools. And with that, we are going to have full employment once again on our heels. Homeless people, we got a few, mostly poor. However, vacant job. Oh yeah, we got lots of poor flop houses though still vacant. So please find yourself a home. She's working where? Oh, she's working in the college. And hey, it's a student. All right. Yes, this is another thing really. I'm pretty sure that most of these are students, and they are. We can see this here: college student, and college student. There it is. They are poor, right? Because they're studying right now. Now there is an edict for that I have contemplated at some point. Social Security. Retirees and adult students receive 60% of the average wage paid in Tropico. That's currently $10. And they will, well, not be poor anymore. It does decrease my standing with the capitalists, though, and increase it with communists. I'm still going ahead with this, even though I think we are already pretty bad terms with the capitalists at this point. Oh, yes. They would rather kill us. I mean, am I really a communist? It's at 89 now. Let's go ahead and bribe the capitalists there again. We are really bad with them. I might need to find something for these guys. And look at these blocks here. My new hotels, the economy hotels. Almost, this one is fully booked, by the way. Yep, very good to see. Do they make profit? They already make some profit here. 300 per month. We can further increase the efficiency by increasing the upkeep cost. Okay, we can do this. And for this one here, the same. Housing quality is at 63, 68. Chocolate with the Russians has been finished. Let's go ahead with a almost highest budget there for this one. 200,000 with the latest freighter. We are making some real cash there right now. Perfect. I need to make sure the chocolate is out. We are now exporting chocolate with China. Or to China. And there's another pharmaceuticals with the US. How far are we into that? Yeah, we are exporting a fair amount of it. Boats. I don't have boats. Let's go ahead. 40% increase with the EU. I'm all in for boats. Just now I realized we can have 2 oil rigs on 1 oil deposit. Probably true with the mines as well. There is no deposit really here that we can deplete, right? So we can just fully go crazy on this. Cannot catch fire, production rate increase, and upkeep is reduced with a bit of power. Oh, come on. You are telling me again that we are out of the electrical grid with that. Yes, we are. Now we have it. So I think the other one doesn't have it. Oh, it has it, but it's within the range. Very interesting. Alright, we're still negative now on the balance. Yep, we are. I guess we will need another solar power plant. Or we could also go with a nuclear plant. Would be interesting. Let's just check it out real quick. I want to go for this, to be honest. We need uranium though. I've checked it at once at some point. Yeah, it's not easy, right? We have one over here and we have one over here. So this is so far away that I will probably not make this work. However, we could start with some offshore wind turbines right now. They produce 65 megawatt and all they really need is some space here out in the ocean, right? So this we could do totally. So I just can go crazy. We cannot build them next to each other, but at a fair distance like this is absolutely possible. And all we need to make sure then is if they are in my network, and they should. Yes, they are. Very good. That is some green energy right there. Also, tax haven has reached level 2, so it's the benefit is a bit higher for us, and diplomatic super party would be possible again. Something I just noticed, I don't have child allowances yet activated. This is pretty important. Children are not accounted for when determining the economic wealth of the family. That means we have a lot of poor people right now that are only poor because they have children. Right, so if I activate this one here, they will then step up into well-off. And don't forget, the more people I have in the well-off area, the more people I have from apartments and also for my modern apartments. And these make me money. So ultimately, we do get money back from this. That is my calculation out of that. So let's just check this out. Child allowances, there it is. Instantly research because we have a lot of knowledge points at the moment active on the bank, and with that we can activate this one here. At least it's an edict that does not reduce our standing with the capitalists. Hooray! By the way, by now these offices are crazy. Like, it's almost $3,000 per month that we earn per office, and I would further improve this, to be honest. I think though we don't have enough unemployed people in this area. 5 college people will still have, so it is possible that we do this. So I'm going to add another one of these. In that case, we are of course not going to have so many now of them cramped together there. That would not look very beautiful, right? So I rather spread it out a bit, so close to the fast food joint we can have another one right over here. And then probably also another one over in this area. Also, I would like to remodel this one here now a bit, as this is getting more and more modern looking. These houses don't fit in that much anymore, right? Also, the high school in the back is a bit far away from all the children, so I might actually move them together, the high schools here, to have a bit of room available again here. The same goes with the grocery store. We can definitely move this over into an area that, right here to the mine, perhaps for now. Also the flop houses, let's have them a bit closer to the mines, because that's usually where mining people are and stuff like that in the flop houses. And this makes it possible for me to start moving the college to that area up there, because it's been bothering me a bit that it's so central here, and we're doing this. Getting this one a bit further up, right? So it's not looking with its back to the main road that we have. That is something I didn't like so much. And we're just going to take the park and everything with us. Now, looking much better in this area than it was in this area, right? And we do have a bit of more space again for other things. also, my TV station is moving a bit further up to the north here. By the way, we can have a second one, of course, that is having a different work mode than this one to make some more profit, for example, out of that. And yeah, I would like to do this. We have a few new media buildings, to be honest. We have also the radio station now. Increases the liberty in the area. And it requires high school people. How very nice. Let's just see. It is a very small radius though, right? So we will probably need to build a few of them. And yeah, that is no problem to me. So let's go ahead and squeeze us in. There's not that many people living here. Why is it affecting industry buildings and not my workplaces? Oh, broadcast propaganda affecting workers at their workplaces. This is for workers primarily. Interesting, I didn't know this. Very interesting. Let's build the radio station here at my workplaces. We have lots of workplaces in the city, of course, so it makes sense to have it also in the city. And probably also a bit closer here to my tourists, because there's also workplaces, lots of them, right? And if I can affect them, why not? Now my edict for recycling didn't have much of an effect here, so most of it is still yellow when it comes to housing. I think it turned a bit more greenish, but other than that, we're still a bit more orange than greenish. So I should probably also add something here for waste treatment. And that's a waste treatment facility, reduces pollution of other buildings within the range. Unfortunately, what we can see here, the range is not very big. So this is primarily something I could do for my industry zones, right? The power plant would also not make sense. Boy, the range is really small. Like, the building is huge. That does not make sense to me. I would need to have it somewhere here in the center, but I don't like that. Alright, let's focus on things that are actually fun and not things that are not fun, like the pollution. Let's go ahead with the smart furniture studio. I just realized we do have electronics in and the furniture in, and this is a pretty high valuable product. So let's go ahead and get us this new factory out and running. It's getting a bit tight here now with everything coming together. I might actually have it then just here somewhere at the edge of it. And we could also squeeze it in here. It's just important that we have a metro station close by. And I think out here we don't have one yet. Do we have a metro station? There it is. That's a bit far away. Yeah, it should do the trick, really. Now this is a really fancy building. To be honest, I haven't seen it yet. Let's move it away. Doesn't make sense to have this next to a mine. We can definitely have it closer to the city area. And the chapel here also doesn't serve a purpose anymore. Let's move it a bit further over here to these flop houses there. Together with the flop houses. To be honest, I don't think I need that many flop houses. Let's get them over there. And we have a bit of room again for something else. For, yeah, the smart furniture factory that we can squeeze in nicely in this area. People should be in now. Yes, lots of people we can have here. Uneducated. That is very strange, right? I mean, it's some high quality product made with electronics and furniture. And it needs uneducated ones. But okay, I'm fine with that. We could go with another 50%, a 50 megawatt of power. That sounds a lot for what we don't get out of that. Let's go with the highest budget here and then just wait it out. Furniture and electronics is in to create smart furniture. Electronics is also no longer trending downwards, so the price of that should increase a bit. Is there any trade route we finish soon? We have lots of high volume trade routes at the moment active, so it takes a while for something to free up, but it's fine. Most of it is high quality stuff. Coffee probably should go out now at some point to make room for something new. And also, hooray, the radio stations are finished. Let's have this one behind the furniture here. The furniture factory. And all three of them are finished, and we could now, first of all, increase the budget, of course. Increases the service quality of all entertainment buildings close to the radio station. That we are not doing. And now we can also decide on the work mode. I'm just curious how much money we can make out of this. And you earn, with the public service advertisement, you can earn $8 for each citizen employed in the vicinity of the radio station. And let's go ahead and activate this one for all three radio stations that we have. Right, so the other one is here, working for these guys here, public service. And the third one is here, public service advertisements and advertisements. So let's just see how much money we can make out of that. And yes, by now, also smart furniture is being pushed out here. And I really do like my industrial zone. Let's also build for this purpose a second TV station. There it is. So the first one is already covering that beautiful area. Actually, we don't need a second one, to be honest. Let's just change this one here also to pay TV. You earn $10 for each citizen living close by, and decreases the liberty though. My support rating. Overall happiness is at 77, so that is fine. We have very good ratings. Look at food, 91. That is really beautiful to look at. Job quality is not the best, so we could do something here. Increasing job quality of people, but other than that, I don't think we can improve that many things. It's all about the capitalists as always. We can also check a bit more in depth here for the capitalists, for example, but because we're constantly down with them, right? There is just no way I get this up for some reasons. Let's check out our modifiers, and we can see that, for example, edicts affected by 42 negative. That is the social security, the free wheels, the agricultural subsidies, and food for the people. It's all very important though. We need to keep them. Miscellaneous is historical relations. The faction leader likes us, to be honest. That is okay. Constitution modifiers, we do have none. And the offices improve that. So having more offices might help us on that. I thought with more money-making stuff like the bank, it should also increase. But the bank, for some reasons, does not increase the capitalist standing here. When I thought it would. Okay, that's fine though. We don't have a rebellion upon us yet. But we definitely need to work on that. At least with our new banana plantations, we now have banana in. And my juiceries work non-stop. Up here we have another ancient ruin I just noticed. Now the other ancient ruin that we have over here is very popular. And it gives me a very good tourist rating improvement. It also makes us quite a lot of cash, 40,000 since its beginning. So that's pretty cool, right? There's a second one here that I would like to exploit. I mean, it's of course for education purposes and a bit of money perhaps. So we do have the road here that we can just continue. And I love me the cable cars. So let's go ahead and implement us a second telephoric station. There you go. All the way up here, right away to this spot here. And make us a road then. And of course also for my tourists gave us that ancient ruin site here. Let's finish this instantly. The same goes with the cable car. Implemented already. It just needs a bit of power there. Alright. Let's go ahead with... We have that much power. That's the question. We should have 15 megawatt only. Yes, we still have 75 megawatt on the balance here. So there is the cable cars now going up to the ancient ruins. However, how get people over here? Well, they will need to use a bus. And as far as I know, we have that bus garage here, transporting people via bus up this hill. Is it a lot of people? It is, for some strange reasons. People still also like to use the bus, despite this one here also has a lot of passengers, 720 in the total existence already. And of course, there's some people that just can't go with a cable car, right? Height sickness and stuff like that, afraid of heights. So in that case, we should, of course, accommodate everyone. And I will build a second bus garage. And we're going to say, build it instantly. And there's going to be a starting bus here, right in front of the metro station, going then all the way to that cable car, so people can go to this place as quickly as possible. And this is actually free. Who would have imagined that? I'm going to make a free shuttle service to that cable car. Of course, at the cable car they need to pay, and the ancient ruins they need to pay. And perhaps also for the sites they could pay. We'll just see. Lastly, let's check it out. My revenue rating is really good for the moment, and we're making now $13,000 per year in advertisement. It's not really a lot, to be honest, because as we can see, with the difference here is 300,000 almost. What is 13,000? The damage from that is pretty high though, as the decrease in liberty and the loss of approval boosts for me are not that great. So we can go with the channel 1 again, slightly increase the approval rating, or we just go with the basic work setting for now, until I have researched more, of course. And the radio station, we're going the same thing, open mind. Let's just go ahead and boost the morale of the workers with that. All as well, support rating perhaps goes up again a bit. Money doesn't matter when it comes to advertisement, at least in Tropico 6. And that's it for now. We continue onwards in the next episode with probably crypto mining. What is that about? Yeah, and more shady business. Stay tuned.